There we are. Good morning and welcome to Sunday Reset and Restore. We will get started in a moment. If you want to lay down on your mat to get ready, then that's the best place to start. Zoom. Ah, Hillary, there we go. Okay, that's okay. Oh, you're cute. Hello, Janine's puppy. All right, let's start on our back and just checking in with how we're feeling today. Sunday morning. How are we feeling in our body? Any sensations going on in the body? Just noticing, trying not to get involved with them. Just noticing. And then how are we going in our mind? What kind of thoughts are going on? Just noticing. And then how are we going in our energy? What's our energetic body like right now? This is a wonderful way just to check in with yourself, like you would check in a good friend. Ask yourself, how are you doing? And these layers of us are called koshas in yoga. They're all connected by the breath. So let's start there like we always do. We're going to breathe into the belly. So you might have your hand on your belly. You're going to breathe in and let that bottom hand rise up. And then breathing out, let that hand come back down. The belly softens back to neutral. Breathing into the belly. Easy breath out. And let's add on. So we breathe into the belly and then up into the chest. So you might have your other hand up on your chest just for a bit of feedback. And you can breathe into those hands. So the inhale is kind of split in two, breathing into the belly, then up into the chest. You might even like to breathe out through the mouth. And let's add on. So we're going to split our inhale into three parts now. We're going to breathe into the belly, the chest, and into the back ribs. And as you breathe out, don't worry too much about the order of what moves first. Just easy breath out. So breathing in, belly, chest, back ribs. Easy breath out. Noticing if there's some different places in your body that's a little easier to breathe into, or maybe there's a bit of constriction going on. Just notice. Don't worry about changing anything. Just noticing. Let's do 3 more 3-part breaths. Good. When you're ready, let's bring our knees up onto our chest. Let's start with some little circles. So bring your knees together, fingers sliding down over the knees. And we're going to move our knees around in a really little circle, like a 5-cent piece size. staying in the same direction. And make it a little bigger, like 20-cent piece. And then a little bit bigger again, like a jam jar lid or peanut butter. As you say, whatever you prefer. And then a little bigger again, like a dinner plate size. Take your time. The last 3 circles as big as you like. So it might be bigger, it might actually be smaller. You choose. Moving around the sacrum. When you're ready, just slowly draw the knees into the chest. Bring your nose up, try to touch your nose to your knees, curling in, then coming down. Let's move the other way. So that 5-cent piece, but in the other direction. Little circles. And then 20-cent piece size. And then the peanut butter lid. Then the dinner plate, a little bit bigger each time. A few circles. Good. And then as big as you like it on the last 3. Can be bigger or even smaller. Good. And then when you're ready, draw the knees in, tuck your head up, nose to knees. And then exhale, bring the feet back down. Let's just take 1 breath in. Easy breath out. Let's roll over onto our right side. Pause there. And when you're ready, we'll come up to sitting. So no rush to come up to our seated position. And we'll cross our legs and just cross them in a way that's comfortable for you. We'll do some more little circles. Now, if crossed leg doesn't feel so good, you can have one leg out straight or whatever's comfy. You could sit up on a block. So hands on our knees, let our shoulders relax. Let's start with some little circles with the chest. So it's like you're trying to move from your heart. Imagine the spine is like a corkscrew. We're gently unscrewing that corkscrew. The spine really likes to move in these spirals. Good. And leading the movement from your heart. You might want to close your eyes so you can feel into it a little more. Each circle might get a little bit bigger. Good. And if you get to a point that feels a little stiff or sticky, just slow down, pass through with care, and then move on. That's it. Each circle getting a little bigger now. Let's do one more in that direction. And slowly coming up to the center. Inhale, shoulders lift up. Try to touch your earlobes, lift the ribs. Good. And then exhale. Let it drop. Good. Pause here for 1 breath. And when you're ready, we're going to move in that circle the other direction. Start nice and small, leading with the heart. Slow down if there's some tight spots. Good. Getting a little bigger now if you like. Also massaging all the digestive organs as well. One more big circle in that direction. And coming up to the center, big breath in, lift the shoulders right up, lift the ribs. Good, and then exhale. Let it all drop. Breathing in here and out. Let's rub our hands together, create a little bit of heat, a little bit of energy, and place our nice warm hands over our eyes. And then gently blink the eyes open and slowly removing the hands. And then we're going to move to the back of our mat for our moon salutations. So you can either sit on your heels if you can do that. If that's too much, you could put a block underneath your hips and sit on your block. Or you could start and finish like this. Good. Is that okay on your knees? Start like this. Yeah. So have your knees slightly wider than your hips if you're up like this. If you're down on the ground here like this, that's okay to just put your knees wherever it feels good. Okay, I'm going to start here. So inhale, reaching our hands up. Exhale, slide the hands out into a child's pose. One breath in, long breath out. Hands and knees, inhale, come up. Exhale, we curl into a cat stretch. Inhale, arching, lifting the chest. Exhale, curling under. Inhale, arching, looking up. Exhale, curl under. Last one. Inhale, arching. Good. Exhale, curl. Onto the toes, we inhale, heels and hips up, nice and high. Good. Then exhale, heels come down to the floor. Relax the head. One breath in. Long breath out. Hands and knees, inhale. Nice soft landing as we come down. Knees are wider than the hips. Exhale, bring hands on hips. Inhale, you can have your feet like this or flat. Exhale, very gentle, lean back. Inhale to come up. And exhale, sitting down. Or just hands by your side here. Big breath in, let's do it again. Hands reaching. Exhale, slide or walk your hands out to child's pose. One breath in. Long breath out. Hands and knees, inhale. Good. Exhale, we curl. Inhale, arching. Exhale, curl. Inhale, arching, looking up. Good. Exhale, curl. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Onto the toes, heels and hips up, nice and high. Big breath in. Exhale, heels down, stretching the soles of the feet. One breath in. Long breath out. Hands and knees, inhale, soft landing. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, we lift the chest, drop the tailbone, chin down. Exhale, gentle lean back. Inhale to come up. And exhale, sitting down. Let's do one more, or hands by your side. Inhale, we reach up. Good. Exhale, slide or walk the hands out into child's pose. One breath in. Long breath out. Hands and knees, inhale. Exhale, curl. Chin to chest, inhale, arching. Exhale, curl. Inhale, arching. Good. Exhale, curl. One more, inhale. Exhale. Onto the toes, inhale, heels and hips up. Exhale, heels coming down. Good, one breath in. Long breath out. Down onto the knees, soft landing, inhale. Exhale, hands to hips. Good. Inhale. Exhale, gentle lean back. Inhale, we come up. And exhale, sitting down. Good. All right, let's do our lunges. It's a Sunday and we always do lunges, so we're going to come up. Let's do our left foot forward first. Now, if you need padding under your knee, remember you can always pick your mat up in the middle, fold it, give yourself a little extra padding under the knee. Okay. So let's start here, hands on the hips. We're actually going to move back a little bit. So we're almost straightening the front leg and bending the bottom leg a little more. It doesn't have to be a big movement. And drop your tailbone down towards the floor. So instead of being like this with the back, we're trying to roll back the other way. Good. Good. A few more breaths here. That's it. Sometimes I even like to put my hands on my other knee and drop my chin. That just adds another little element of a stretch. Looks like we're making a protest though, doesn't it? Good. All right, one more breath there. Good. So we're going to come forward and down. Bring our hands onto the floor. If you're nowhere near the floor, you could use your block. Put your hands on the block there. You might slide your knee back a little bit. And if you really don't like being on your knee, you can lift it up off the floor altogether. Okay, good. Breathing there. Good. Yeah, good, Chantal. I was just going to say, bring your knee back. We're doing all the things that help my back today. You've inspired me. Just going to shut that door. So nice big breath. Let's do 5 more here. Very good. Not letting you choose your own adventure today. Keeping you in here a little longer. All right, when you're ready, come up onto your back toe and we're going to straighten both legs. So straighten the back leg and then straighten the front leg to whatever your straight is. Press your back heel back and down. Good. I want you to stay here for a minimum 5 breaths. When you need to come out, just step back to a downward dog and then a child's pose, and we'll all meet up there. Some of you might like to stay a little bit longer. Good. Good. So if you want to step back to down dog, you can. If you want to stay a little longer, you can stay a couple more breaths. Couple of breaths in down dog, and then coming into child's pose, we will meet you there. Good. So if you're still in a split stance now, step back to down dog. 1 or 2 easy breaths there, settling into the hands and feet. And then slowly coming down, knees wide. And I like my palms up in child's pose after I've been on my hands a bit, so you might just have your palms up, if that feels okay, on your shoulders. Breathing into the back ribs. Okay, let's come up and do the other side. So right foot forward, coming onto one knee. Fold your mat if you need some extra padding. Starting up here with the hands on the hips, sliding the tailbone down. So we're out of the lower back altogether. You might bring one hand on top, the other, tuck your chin down. Deep breath. This is challenging. I'm making it look like it's not, but it is challenging. Good. Couple more breaths. All right, when you're ready, we're going to slowly come down and forward. Bring the hands onto the block or the floor. Slide your back knee back or lift it off the floor altogether if you need to get off your knee. Good. Perfect. It's getting better, Leonie. It's good. Yeah. Find your breath and stay with that rhythm. Focusing on one breath at a time. A little bit longer. Okay, when you're ready, come up onto your hands. If you're not there already, we're going to lift up and back onto the back foot, straightening both legs. So minimum 5 breaths. Once you've done those 5, if you want to step back to down dog, you can. And they're slow 5. Good. If you're in that split stance, you can stay a little longer. Couple of breaths in down dog and then rest in child's pose. So if you're still in split stance, stepping back now. Settle into the hands and feet in your downward dog. And then resting in child's pose from there. Good. Breathing into the back. Couple more breaths. And coming back up onto our hands and knees, we're going to do the reaching under the bed. So hands in front of you. We're going to take a breath in Then exhale, reach our left hand under and all the way through as far as you can. Then inhale, we're going to sweep back all the way up and try to touch the ceiling. Good. And then exhale, bring that hand down. Good. Let's do the other side. Big breath in. Exhale, reach. Inhale, sweep all the way up. And exhale, hand down. Good. Let's do it again. Inhale. Exhale, reach. Reach as far as you can. Inhale, sweep all the way up to the ceiling. And exhale. Good. One more breath in. Exhale, reach. Inhale, sweep. Come up. Good. Exhale. Let's do one each side in our own time. Good. Good. Very nice. All right, and let's come down to sitting. So take your time, swish your feet out to the side and we'll sit down. All right, let's take our feet out wide or as wide as you can. Do you want to do some yoga with Mum? All right, we're going to walk our hands out just to a point where there's a bit of a stretch in the legs, okay? And that might be just like this. That might be enough. That's it. I'm going to reach our hands out. Good. Let the head go. Nice big breath. Good. After a few breaths, you might be able to go a little further. Maybe. Maybe not. It's okay. Stay here a little bit longer. All right, very slowly come up. Let's do a little side bend. So we're going to reach out. Let's do our right hand out to the right, left hand with the thumb up. And then we're going to reach up, straight up first. So really press down through that left hip and up through the left hand. And that might be enough. If you want to do more, you can bring that hand over. And watch this hand behind isn't back behind you. It's in line with your hip, straight out to the side. Yeah, that's better. That's it. Pressing down into that left hip. Now, if that's too much for your shoulder up here, you could have your hand on your head. Or you could even just remove the hand altogether. Good. Breathing into that left side. Good. Let's do 3 more breaths there. Beautiful. Then inhale, very slowly come up. Bring both hands down onto the floor just to pause. Notice the difference. You might feel really lifted on one side. Let's do the other side. So the left hand's going to come out to the left. Right hand with the thumb up. We're going to reach up. Press down through that right hip as we reach up through the right hand. Good. And then maybe over if that feels good. Remember, you can take your shoulder out of the equation if you need to. breathing into that long side. Good. About 3 more big breaths. Does anyone like side bending as much as me? Oh, so good. All right, then inhale, slowly come up. Bring both hands down onto the floor, and we'll go forward again just for a couple of breaths. So walk your hands forward. You might find there's a little bit more freedom in your back now to come forward. Maybe, maybe not yet. That's it. All right, very slowly come back up. Let's bring our legs back into the center. That's it. You got 4 arms, Murray, coming. All right, let's bring our right foot in, and we're going to take it over the top. Good. Let's do a little twist here. So bring your left arm around that knee, and then a gentle turn away from that leg. You might do a nice big backstroke with that back arm just to get it up and over. I've got a wall in the way, but that's okay. Good. Gently looking around to the right. Good. Good. And then come back to the center. And now we're going to slide this leg out. So this foot is going to come out to the side a little bit, and then that knee is going to rest over the top of the other knee, just there. So that might be enough. You might already be feeling a stretch through that side of the leg there. I'm going to give you a couple options. You can stay there sitting up, breathing. You can start to come forward there if that's feeling good. Or some of you might like to add in the bottom leg and bring it in underneath. So we do both legs. This is the pretzel territory here. See how you go. Don't hurt your knees. Gently does it. Everyone's hips are in different stages of openness. Good. And breathe. Good. You might even start to bring your hands more forward, maybe. Focusing on one breath at a time. Let's do 5 more breaths here. You might do long exhale out through the mouth. Very slowly coming back out of that one. Undo the bottom leg if it's tucked in underneath, and then undo the top leg. Good. And let's do the other side. You might pause, 1 breath. And let's do the other side. So our left leg comes over the top. That's it. Remember the little twist we did? So our right arm hugs around that knee. Start to gently turn around to the back. You might do the big backstroke with that arm. That's it. Looking as far around to the left as you can see. Good. Good. All right, inhale slowly, come back to the center. Remember we slid that leg over the top. Let the knee come down to wherever it goes. You might sit up and breathe. Staying calm if it's quite intense in the hips. If you want to add on that bottom leg underneath, you can. If that's too much, just stick with that. You'll get there. And you might start to come forward maybe. Good. Let your head go. Find a position where you can breathe and stay there. Need a lock on that door, Murray Carmen? Good. Couple more breaths. Good. Slowly coming up. Undo the bottom leg and then undo the top leg. Good. You might straighten them out a little bit, give them a little shake. And then we're going to lay down on our back. So laying down in any way that works for you. I like to hold my knees and kind of just roll down, hugging my knees into the chest. We're going to do the banana pose. So straighten out the legs. I was doing the banana yesterday and Elsie said, Mum, you should eat a banana while you're doing the banana pose. She thought she was so funny. So if you're not sure, I'm going to demonstrate from up here for anyone that doesn't know. Imagine I'm laying on my mat flat. You're going to take one leg out to the side. So the outside leg out to, let's all do the same leg. So your left leg out to the left side of the mat. Then, it's hard to do standing up, but you're going to cross the other foot over the top. That's it. And that might be enough. Your head's on the floor. If you want to add on, you kind of wriggle your upper body over to the left, creating that banana shape. And you might even then reach your arms up overhead, maybe. So we're making that banana shape. Yes, that's it. So go gently. Is that okay for you? Yeah. Just there. Yeah, just a little bit. That can be side bending really good for sore back. We'll just gentle and then breathing into this long side. Okay. If it gets too much, you just nudge it back in. That's it. Good. You feeling that through the side there? Yeah, good. So if it's too much, if you can't relax with your arms there, you could put them up on this block. Like bring the floor up to you. There, yeah? Better. So you could put the block underneath your arms. Remember, the block is just a floor raiser. So if you can't get to the floor, bring the floor up to you. Oh, what a cool shirt. That's Rainbow. Oh, I can't remember her name. Rainbow Dash? Is that right? She's my favourite. So settling in and try to, with each exhale, soften a little bit more into your mat. Feel that whole right side lengthening. And you hook your feet just enough so you can let your legs go. Breathing prana, or that vital energy, that vitality into that long side. Notice if you're holding tension in places that you don't need. See if you can gently soften those areas. Just do about 5 more breaths here. You might breathe out through the mouth. When you're ready, gently bring the arms back and then down. Wriggle your upper body back to the center. And then gently undo the legs. And just find that center first. So just laying flat. A couple of breaths in the middle and then we'll move to the other side. When you're ready, let's step our right foot over to the right and then hook the other foot over the top. And the feet hook just enough so you can let the legs relax. And that might be enough. I know for me, that can be pretty intense some days, just the legs. If you want to add in that little side, the upper body, wriggle over to the the right. That'd be a weird banana. And then arms up overhead if you like. Maybe you can rest your hands on the block if the floor just feels too far away and you're hanging. Breathing into that long side, into that left side. Relaxing and letting go places that you don't need to be holding on to so tightly. Let's do about 5 more breaths here. Maybe breathing out through the mouth. And slowly, when you're ready, bring your arms back. Then your upper body back. Take your time. And then the legs. Find your center again. You might even bring your knees up onto your chest this time. Do a couple of in and outs with the knees. And And very slowly coming up to sitting. Take your time. Find a comfortable seated position again. And we're going to do a little breathing exercise, and it's called Viloma. So it's kind of inhaling in 4 steps. We're going to inhale, little pause. It's not like a and hold and get really tight. It's just a real inhale, pause, inhale, pause, inhale, pause, inhale, pause. So we split the inhale into 4 parts, like little step, 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 step. And then exhale, exhale. We just exhale out fully, no holding on the exhale, all the way out for about 5 or 6 counts on the exhale, all right? When we're doing that hold, I don't want you to strain or tighten. If you feel like you're straining or tightening, you might drop it back and just do 3, yeah? And then an easy exhale, okay? We'll do about 10 rounds, okay? I'll talk you through the first few, and then I'll let you go on your own, okay? So let's relax our shoulders down. Actually, let's lift them up. Big breath in, and then exhale. Let them drop. Settle into a comfortable position. You want your spine awake, but not overly active. Just take a few easy breaths here to prepare. Then exhaling out wherever you're at. We're going to inhale, pause, inhale, pause, inhale, pause, inhale, pause, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Inhale, 1, inhale, 2, inhale, 3, inhale, 4, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go again. Inhale, 1, inhale, 2, inhale, 3, inhale, 4, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going. Just sipping the inhale in. An easy, slow exhale out. Keep going. No tension. If you lose your way or get distracted, just pause and start again. Couple more rounds. Keeping your attention. One more round. Whenever you're ready, let the technique go and pause. Whenever you're ready to rest, if you want to stay sitting up a little longer, that's totally okay. But if you're ready to rest, turn around and lay down. Bring your head to me and feet away. For guys in the studio, guys at home, you just lay down any way that works for you in your space. Thank you all so much for joining me today on Zoom. You did great. Well done. So remember, once I've done the chant, you guys can stay and rest as long as you like. Have a big old snooze if you can. Stretching the heels out to the corners of the mat, letting your feet flop out left and right. Stretch the arms out away from the body with the palms up and slide the shoulders down away from the ears. Gently draw your chin down to your chest. Softening the space between the eyebrows. Smoothing out the skin around the eyes. Om Bhurvasvaha Svaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.